Rock Me Baby by B.B. King. Now this video is not a comprehensive tutorial for how to play lead guitar like B.B. King. It really isn't. What this is a principle of blues lesson. And one of the core principles of blues is changing the lead lines for what you're playing depending on the chord that you're playing over. In this case we have 3 chords, C, F and G, in a standard 12-bar blues format, and we will learn one lead line that we then just move up and down the neck to be able to play what's appropriate over each chord. So I hope you'll stay with me till the end of this video so that you can learn how to solo over this entire song, and then we'll look at a few B.B. King lead lines that we can do as inspiration for your improvisation. So the basics of this video is that we have a C chord, an F chord, and then a G chord that make up our 12-bar blues. I've just demoed those all as E-shaped bar chords because these are the notes that we're going to be moving up and down the neck. This was at 8th fret, 13th fret, and 15th fret. The most important lead notes to know here are the major third and then the octave, because that's 2 of the 3 notes that make up every lead line. So if I play this is our bar chord, major third, and then the octave. And remember, any major or minor chord is only ever made up of 3 notes, the 1st, 3rd, and the 5th, and then after that, it's just a repeating of the same notes, perhaps at a higher octave or elsewhere on the neck. So this is our C chord, that's our 3rd, that's our octave, and then the next one we're going to play is the dominant 7th, which technically makes this chord, should be a C7 bar chord. Some of you might not be aware of this, but if you just lift off your 3rd finger, it's a C7, and if you add your 3rd finger on here, like this shape, it is a C7 chord when played here. We can do that for every chord, but the important thing is that we're going to play the 3rd, octave, and then the 7th. The only other note we're ever going to play is going back to the octave to finish it up. And that is our lick that we play over the rhythm. Now the one thing that we're going to add to that to make it sound a little bit more badass is a slide from 2 frets below the note that we're going to play. Straight away, it makes it sound so much better. Even if this is the first blues lead line you've ever learnt in your life, you should, after some perseverance, be able to play that, and if you can't, just take away the slide. So then what we're going to do is move this up to the 13th fret and play the exact same thing, because that is what is appropriate over that chord. Now if we just compare everything to the C chord now, we've essentially totally changed the scale and almost changed the key that we'd be playing in. But if we think about it as one chord that we're moving, or one lead shape that we're playing, and treating it now like we're in the key of F, it gets a lot easier in this particular concept. So this is sliding from 13th to 14th, which was our major scale note, dominant note, then back to the octave. We play that twice, and then we go back to the original one. Then, you guessed it, we do the same thing on the G, and then on the F, and that's it. And if we play, the concept is that if we played this first one and just kept playing it, this note in particular, this major note, wouldn't really work over the F chord because it's a dominant F chord, it's a dominant 7. It's still a major chord, but because that one is there, it's still Here, if we use this note, it would be like... Every time we played this major third, it would be... No, it sounds really bad. So if you were to do the same lick as an example, we'd have to go for the minor third over the 4 chord, is basically the concept. To make it even easier than that, we're just using these 3 positions. Okay, so let's have a slow demo of that now. Now B.B. King has done another version of this song with Eric Clapton, and of course live versions, always vary. But in the Deuces Wild version, it's the same lick, but it finishes differently. And of course, with improvisation and from learning the blues language, as in what licks to do and playing what you hear these blues legends do, you can always add that kind of thing. That would be more straight, so it wouldn't be with swing. But let me give you a demo of that now. So that's just a little challenge for you guys. I hope that's good fun. Remember, you could do this over the original recording, over a cover version, or over really any 12-bar blues in the key of C. Using that same lick, moving it around the neck, and then doing your own B.B. King style improvisation. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your questions in the comments below, and I hope to see you next time.